So the guidelines are on the screen right now. Pause if you need to look at them. I probably just cut myself off. And we are on timeline A, and we're doing Aiko first because I did 2 Kyries and 1 Aiko, so I thought I would balance things out. Let's get rid of this immediately because we're Aiko, and I'm trying to follow my guide. That's not really in the guidelines, but bear with me. Also, I shouldn't have... no, I think that's... Yeah, I have to actually do it that way. I was looking at my city history, and I was like, should I switch something? And I think it was Kyria. Yeah, Kyria, I wanted to switch the police station for the occult shop. But Aiko doesn't use any of those things, or I'm choosing not to, but... I mean, it is all situational. If we're really looking at everything objectively... Akamanto into... I think we're going to take Vigil, or... Vigil, and then I hit Cape. Well, it's too late now. I might as well tree for funds. But, yeah, so I was gonna... Basically, we're doing a second Aiko here. If I saved that recording that I did, it would be better. Nice double panic, by the way. And, yeah, we have the schoolyard. We might as well do this to make things easier on ourselves. Unless it takes me more than 2 or 3 rerolls to get the rumor, then this would be really, really bad. Otherwise, we're gonna see what these students give us. Because sometimes it's, sometimes it's strength or dexterity or something you want. If it's not really, if it's not minus something, whatever, take the student, I say. Unless you're doing something weird, but it depends. Oh, max threat level school too, nice. Actually, I wanted to buy something. Would be from the hardware shop because I don't have the dog shop. So, yeah, let's monkey wrench this one. I would also pick up a pocket knife, but I think we're gonna stick like this for now. I'm gonna novel now as well, because every other mystery I probably won't need it. I'll do the riskier option, quote unquote, and do it now, because I personally like saving the novel for a 4th or 5th mystery due to the scaling. But if it saves you from dying immediately and you take a boss mystery first, like I just did, then I wouldn't say not to use the novel ever. If someone uses the novel like I have in the first mystery, but it's Akamanto, then I wouldn't really fault you for it. I wouldn't say not to do that, basically. I would say, yeah, that's a pretty good... I mean, there are pros and cons to it, but I think it's more positive. And I approach a lot of strats that way, which, to start with the negatives for me, that... If you really try to look at every positive in any situation, that kind of takes away from learning optimal strats. So, and I have seen that for myself before. I've just run into times where, I'm not doing optimal strats or I'm not doing them at all. Nice, yeah, double panic with monkey wrench. That's probably, again, case in point. Probably should have taken another weapon, but I chose this, and yeah, it affects your kicks too. We are on Ath. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I'm kind of stuck. I'll get back to that topic later. Otherwise, I would have to do this 2 times and just do a desperation for... I want to say... I just ate 2. 17 damage? I mean, do I want to take that much damage? No, but I don't think I really have a choice. Without, yeah, 20% chance, get out of here. I can barely not do this, unfortunately. Well, I shouldn't be able to, but if the game says I can, then I'll do it. But again, I'll take any these kinds of things. If I were doing an extreme version of a challenge, I would forbid myself from doing things like this. I might even forbid chainsaw, but again, that's for an extreme version of a challenge. If it's just a normal challenge, I'm not really gonna go too hard on... I can do prep attack with monkey wrench, really? Alright, cool. I won't really be too hard on myself for that, and if anyone else does it, I won't be too hard. I won't even talk about it, because again, everyone has their own playstyle. Most veterans are more efficient than I am, and a lot of new players kind of flounder here and there. I've seen gameplay, and I say flounder because they end up dying, so, I mean... And some get frustrated, some don't. They learn from it. Whoever learns, and you move on. I mean, that's just the nature of video games. Otherwise, you're just playing for fun, and whether you win or lose, because it's either your first time or you're just having fun exploring things, all manner of sorts of play, which is why I don't fault anyone for playing a certain way. Unless you have a certain goal in mind, then we kind of start getting into, like, if you ask for advice, if you're looking for strats, if you're wondering why the game is fun or not fun, things of that sort, I can kind of understand where some leeway for arguing lies. Because again, I know I'm not always right, but if we're talking about, just passing ideas back and forth, why some certain strats are good and or bad, then, I can say a little bit about it. Camp Dog, cool. I can say a little bit about it, but I would still recommend people to go look at other places. Also, yeah, this is a... I can prep attack. I might as well. I don't want to... It would actually still be more efficient to brace, wouldn't it? Because I do 5 damage regardless. Because I used the novel in the first mystery. So that's 20... Again, just some quick calculations to myself, to remind myself at the bare minimum. But for anyone wondering, brace 1 doom for 5 damage, or I could prep attack, but I take 3 doom damage. So that's per doom, that's about... We'll round up and be nice, so that's 4 damage per doom, whereas opposed to if I brace and do prep attack, then that's 5 damage per doom. So, but again, doing that doesn't really count either, because you're looking at the overall number. What do you get at the end of it all? Is it how much does doom increase, decrease? What are your resources at? Can you kill the boss quicker, fast, or is it slower? Are you relying on RNG at all? It's a whole thing. So I think I'm gonna do it again. I should actually have done yeah. If I could have killed him that turn, then that's when you kind of get away from bracing. But... And I've talked already at length about it. I should really put out a video about bracing and whatnot. At least giving my own, not opinion, but my own tips about bracing. But at this point, most people know. But it would still help, I think, to put it out there somewhere. I'm gonna take strength and dexterity. I forgot to check the lighthouse. I don't know why I forgot to do that, but I did. So, and Aiko has running shoes as well, which kind of goes against my own guidelines, but as a character, or in terms of gameplay, if I'm looking at it objectively, not even thinking about what Panstaz intended for Aiko, running shoes is still in... If you believe Aiko's kit is more towards encounters, then it makes sense. If you think about Aiko's kit in terms of defeating encounters, then you might question why running shoes is a perk for Aiko, but I look at Aiko as a character more for encounters in general, whether you're running or basically dealing with encounters. And it also took way back, didn't it? Yeah. Thank goodness we have Festival. I think I'm gonna onsen, rest, and then gamble on, and no, we'll just onsen and rest twice. Yeah, but if we're looking at the overall efficiency of Aiko and what she does well, it's all about encounters. Event-wise, it's a bit trickier, obviously, because... she has a perk for it, so you can defend Aiko in that way, but it's discipline and it relies on you getting success. It does get shut down by Ill-Fated, so although it still sees use in the lighthouse. No, I can't. I was gonna explore if I could or not, but I can't. Which means, thankfully, this isn't a Thotu. If this wasn't a Thotu run, I would be in a lot more pain, but thankfully we're not. So, and even if that were the case, I think I might still be bracing. If for no other reason, if I was really lazy, I would just... If I was lazy, I would just do it. Also, I shouldn't have taken that knowledge check. I knew that was a knowledge check, but I decided to take it anyway. Well, we'll risk the stamina damage there. And let's keep going. We're on Timeline A, so nothing at the end of this. Are we on Knight Errant as well? We are. So I should have actually been looking for... I should have been looking for ending A, because I'm at 64% doing my third mystery. So, charisma, knowledge, blah. I guess we'll take charisma. What do we have? We have ward. Was it art knowledge? I think it was art knowledge. No. Yeah, I think it was art knowledge. So I'm actually gonna take art knowledge. If for no other reason, then maybe I'll run into the event, because I know I have ward. I forgot what my other mystery. Botanist? Did I take Botanist yet? I can't remember. Anywho, we'll keep going. Again, things like this kind of gives away where I'm at in terms of World of Horror. Again, I try to play World of Horror on my off time. When I didn't put out a lot of World of Horror content, I tried to play World of Horror once per day, and that didn't work out. It was more like once per 2 weeks, so that's why I was really behind. Granted, there were no updates between this November and last October before last October, but, I mean, it still helps to get it in. There were a lot of things still being discovered in terms of fun little things to find. So, yeah, it's not like the most breathtaking. It's not like, oh, dodge has a secret effect. No, it was just, hey, here's a cool loop you can do, or here are cool little bugs here and there that, you know, aren't really bad bugs. But so the reason why I took Ward is I want to check if I could rest, because I don't want to get stuck in Vigil without rest. So yeah, that said, I don't want to try to rest too much, so I'm only going to do it once. And let's hope for the best, because I think the only other way for me to get ending A, the way to get ending A is to defeat the boss at the end of this. So we'll do our best, because otherwise I'm probably going to die to Doom if I don't do that. Also, we have Botanist, so I'm getting a guaranteed non-ending A by the nature of the mysteries I rolled. Dull Nurse will help, but right now I'm worried about Doom, which is a constant threat. Recently someone in the comments section talked about getting Chainsaw, and I think I've talked about it before, but if not, I'll say it here. Yeah, Chainsaw's main cost, or negative, quote-unquote, is if you get unlucky. I think, in my opinion, if you get unlucky with the shop RNG, because if you don't get fuel or a light source doesn't appear and you have to keep re-rolling, yeah, on average, in terms of consistency, you'll probably lose about 4% Doom if you're a little unlucky, 8% Doom, and if you're really unlucky, more than that. You don't really want to lose more than 8% Doom at most, because at that point it doesn't look good, and especially on a Yogothag and or Knight Errant run, it's really not good. So that's Chainsaw's main quote-unquote weakness. But if we're looking at consistency, I will agree it is a very consistent way to survive runs. However, if your goal is to increase your survival rate, then you have to make the most. At my personal strat in terms of Chainsaw, deciding if Chainsaw is worth it, in my opinion, oh my goodness, I didn't want to do that. Well, it's too late now. I thought I had it saved. I didn't have it saved. So, but yeah, the main way I decide whether or not I'm going to take Chainsaw is if I roll in the hardware shop, and again, it's really around the 8% Doom. If I have to reroll twice, then I kind of, if I have items to buy, then I'll just roll on the RNG there. If I don't have items to buy, I kind of just I just throw all my dice in and getting. So, for example, I go into the hardware shop, I get fuel, I go back in for a light source, I don't get a light source, but I pick up 2 pocket knives. So, therefore, I'm like, okay, I'll keep trying to get the last item I need to get the chainsaw. Or maybe not, because at that point, you know, I have 2 pocket knives, I don't want to roll on RG anymore, I'm probably running out of funds at that point, so it's not going to work as well for me. How many do I want to throw? I think 2 or 3? And then probably, oh my goodness, I'm taking so much damage. I didn't improvise correctly there. I'll take that as a loss on my part, but if you want a headcanon, non-loss, I mean, feel free to do so, but do I get out of this? I do. I prep attack. I don't want to take any damage at all. So I could have also just chosen to run, but did I give him the package? Well, I hope I do, because this is going to... Really? Are you going to... That was 2 encounters back to back, right? Unless this is unless Ward is a special exception, which I won't deny, but I won't be surprised if that were the case. But so yeah, we're gonna brace into here. I don't think you can desperation ghost encounters, can you? I don't know why I don't remember this. It must be because I don't often do it. So, and not even then, I would only be able to get 1, which is why ghost encounters are really Really, really bad. I don't want to throw anything. I want to throw stuff at the boss. So this is did I already use the painkillers? I feel like I did. I have Mind Drain. But I'm Aiko, so yeah. I can't even. Oh my goodness, this is. I can't run. I cannot run. My doom is going to rise too high. I know I have Monument, but even then, it won't be good. So I'm gonna take this fight for what it's worth. If all things considered, I should throw one thing, but that means yeah, this boss fight is really, really gonna be bad. So I don't think I gave him the Curious Package, unfortunately. So that's good. This is gonna be interesting. And by that, I mean this is gonna really suck. Yeah, 5 all damage. This is really bad. Yeah, I did not give him the package. So this is. I could choose to run. This will allow me to survive, but yeah, because if I brace, I'm taking -2 all damage. So unless I want to go big RNG, but I'm not gonna do that. Even then, I wouldn't be able to kill. So, yeah, we're running. We will heal stamina with this level up, and our rest, we're not going to rest anymore, and we just ate a bunch of doom for running and getting a thingy. So, all things considered, maybe I should have taken running shoes, but oof, no bath, and we are likely going to die. I forgot about the Curious Package being sent. I thought, for some reason, I thought I had it on me, but, oh no, never mind, we're in Vigil, I already did botanist, so we're dead. No way to recover Doom. Yeah, Mansion has some Doom lowering things, but really only 5 to 6 Doom max. I don't really foresee it. Yeah, this is, all these encounters, Aiko, you can only fight so many encounters with the Monkey Wrench. Anyway, with the Chainsaw, it'd probably be a lot more manageable, but yeah, this is, this looks like gonna be the end. To be fair, though, I did, so, I guess spoilers for that non-recorded video, I think it was the Aiko video, I did have Chainsaw and Katana and still died, so, there you go. But, again, I will blame myself for that. If someone uses this as evidence for, oh, maybe Aiko's not, it's me, it was me, I blame myself for it, so, take it as it is.